Hey, welcome to today's vlog. It's a little bit of a different one. Today we're at one of my favorite event centers, restaurants in Cuenca. It is called La Guarida, and they have an event tonight called the Canelazo Stories. So this is basically a storytelling evening where the owner, Andres, has selected around 6 different people just to tell a story for around 10 minutes each. Tonight, I'm going to give you just a bit of Michelle's story, and the theme is on redemption. Let's go.
Michelle, with you, it's a pleasure to have her here. It's a pleasure to have so much diversity here in Guarida. And thank you so much for accepting my invitation to all the speakers, to all the previous speakers. Thanks for accepting my invitation. This is Canelazo Stories, and we'll start right here.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here in this 10th edition of the Canelazo Stories. It's a very privilege for me to join you this evening. And thank you, Andres, for inviting me. And I'm going to tell you, when he invited me to this event tonight, I was like thrilled to be in the Canelazo Stories. I was like, oh, this is awesome. So he's like, do you confirm? And I was like, yes, I confirm. I was like, all right. So the subject is going to be redemption. And I was like, oh, dear Lord. Really? So let me frame this a little bit for you guys. So I'm Ecuadorian, and I was raised in a very, very Catholic family. So I was in a school for my 13 years of education. I was in a Catholic school run by nuns and just for girls. So one of the things that I remember when he said redemption, I was like, I came back to those years of my childhood when redemption means you need to redeem your sins or else you're going to go to hell, you know? And it was a really tough thing for me to just digest what this means. So being in a Catholic school, we had a lot of rules, and we follow the Bible, and it was basically, you need to follow all of these rules, or else God is not going to like it, and you're going to go to hell. You're not going to be allowed to heaven. And I'm talking like I started the education since I was 5-year-old. So ever since, I've been told that there is this God that is going to be very angry at me if I do something that is not aligned to the rules that we have. So I really had moments of true anxiety. Like, being 7, 8 years old, I don't know, I find a coin in the yard and I'm like picking up this coin, I'm so happy, and then it's like, am I stealing something? I think I need to go to the church right now in the confessionary and set them my sins right now. So it was actually a lot of anxiety. My mom will say, like, it wasn't that bad. It was. Trust me. So when Andres told me, you need to talk about redemption, I realized that the meaning of redemption for me had a very religious connotation. It was something around just follow the rules. There's a heaven or there's a hell, and if you don't follow, then you go to hell. But if you want to go to heaven, you need to redeem your sin. So you go to this confessionary, you said, like, I did this wrong and this other thing, and the priest is going to tell you, you have to do X amount of prayers, and you're going to be fine. So my experience with redemption was based on fear. So when I was growing up, like, let's say 17 or 18 years old, I was like, I cannot keep living like that. I don't want to live with fear. Like, every time that I want to do something different from what I've been told to do, it's going to be a sin. So I start my rebel years, and I said, okay, I'm not going to call myself a Catholic anymore if that's what it means. So for coming this tonight, I actually had to go to Mr. Google and say, meaning of redemption for a non-Catholic person or nothing related to religion. So Mr. Google replied, and he told me, redemptions refer to the action to save or being saved from sin, error, evil, or negative situation, being redeemed or rescued from a state of guilt, and then start a journey of forgiveness and improvement. And then I was like, so I've been practicing redemption, but I was just calling it in a different way. For me, it was just part of the hero's journey. So whenever you go down below and then you realize that this is not your path, and then you're saying like, no, I want to be a better person, and then it comes redemption, but I was not calling it that way. So for me, I just realized that redemption, it's more of a inner relationship with myself. Something that I understood that I don't have to prove to a God that is somewhere up there or to prove to the society. I realized that the redemption process is something so personal that I go through to be a better human being. And by doing that, I help the society, I help my community, I help my family. So, as Andres said, I work with death. So, yes, I go grab a coffee and have conversation with people about death. You're gonna say like, yeah, that sounds interesting, but trust me, for the people who has gone to my death cafes, that I know the few that have come there, they know that after putting the subject of death on the table, you can really be fully alive. Because if there's one thing that we have certain here, is death. But nobody wants to talk about it. And one of the things that I've seen in the sessions of talking about death is like whenever you put death on the table, this subject of redemption also comes in. Because people says like, okay, let's talk about death. And then it's like, what have I been doing with my life right now? It is too late to change. Sometimes it's like they are facing a fatal disease, or they are in the very late years, and they are saying, I cannot change things right now. So what they think about is potential and legacy. And they're saying, okay, I cannot go back and erase all the things that I did in my life, but what can I do for the next generations? What can I do better for the next generations? What legacy can I take there? So at the end, I understood that this battle that we have of heaven or hell, it's here on earth. You build your heaven or you build your hell depending on what actions you do here. So it's not like you have to wait until you die to really live that. And for that, one of the key things that I've learned in these years, especially these last years, is like, how do you choose? Do I choose like the little Michelle that I was used to live by fear and just following the rules because she was scared? Or do I choose my life through love and I do and become a better person? So I hope that I touch some hearts tonight and you can reflect of what redemption means to each one of you. Thank you.
In this bag, what my mama forgot because she was making the gift baskets is, oh no, it's there. I'm sorry, Mom. Canela. So this is a Canelazo kit. You should be able to make a Canelazo with all of this. Just add a little bit of panela if you want, or brown sugar, or honey. It's up to you. Some people do it differently. That's the way Flaco does it, and we'll have Canelazoing a little bit to celebrate. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Hey guys, thanks for coming to Canelazo Stories. We'll see you in the 11th edition. Thank you.
So we've just finished the Canelazo Stories at La Guarida. How do you feel, Michelle? It was a great story. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. I feel redeemed. Actually, it was really good just sharing with people and looking and listening to the different stories. It was very enriching, so I really enjoy it.
Awesome. And what did you get as a little gift?
Oh, I have a Canelazo kit to do it at home.
So we have to make our own canelazo?
Yes, we can ask my mom to do it for us.
What is canelazo?
Canelazo is a very traditional drink from the Andes, and it's actually something that family shares when special occasions, so it's really nice.
Awesome. Can't wait to try it.
Yes.
And we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao, ciao.